Your engine might be begging for this. Most drivers have no idea it exists. If you've noticed your older car struggling, sluggish acceleration, rough sounds, or worse fuel economy, you might think the end is near. But before you spend thousands on repairs, there's a smarter move. This oil change hack has been tested in garages and on the road, and it's especially powerful for aging engines. We're talking smoother performance, longer life, and more miles, all without fancy tools or special skills. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do it. 10. Understand what happens to old engines. As engines age, they naturally lose efficiency. Wear and tear build up inside the moving parts. Gaskets shrink, piston rings lose their seal, and carbon deposits start forming everywhere. And here's the kicker: your engine oil starts working over time. The standard oil you've always used might not be enough anymore. Older engines don't need the same treatment as new ones. They need more support, especially when it comes to lubrication. That's where this oil change hack starts. By understanding the unique needs of high-mileage engines, the smoother you make things inside, the longer your engine will last. 9. The wrong oil can make things worse. One of the biggest mistakes people make with older cars is using the wrong oil. Many stick to what the car manual said when the car was new. But that was maybe 10, 15, even 20 years ago. Older engines tend to develop looser tolerances, tiny gaps that didn't exist when the car was brand new. If you're still using 5W20 or 5W30 because the manual said so, you might actually be doing more harm than good. These thinner oils can leak past worn seals and even burn faster, which could explain why you're constantly topping up oil between changes. Instead, switching to a thicker high-mileage oil, like 10W40 or even 15W40, could give your engine the cushion it needs to run smoother. 8. Add a high-mileage oil additive. Now, here's where the real hack starts. After switching to the right grade of oil, consider adding a high-mileage oil additive to the mix. These additives are specially formulated for aging engines. They contain detergents, friction modifiers, and seal conditioners that can literally rejuvenate engine internals. They don't just make your engine quieter, they can help restore compression, reduce oil burning, and even stop small leaks by reconditioning hardened seals. Products like Lucas Oil Stabilizer or STP High Mileage Treatment can make a visible difference, often within the first 100 miles after an oil change. 7. The pre-oil flush. Secret most mechanics don't share. Here's a secret even many experienced drivers don't know. A pre-oil flush can completely change how your engine feels post-oil change. Over time, sludge builds up in your engine, especially if you've skipped oil changes or used cheap oil in the past. Using an engine flush product before draining the old oil helps dissolve that gunk. Let the engine idle for 10 to 15 minutes with the flush added, then drain it all out. What you're removing isn't just used oil. It's years of built-up sludge and varnish. After that, your fresh oil will stay cleaner longer and flow better inside the engine. Think of it like rinsing your mouth before brushing. It sets the stage for maximum impact. 6. Replace the oil filter with a premium one. Most people don't realize the oil filter is just as important as the oil itself, especially on older engines where there's more debris floating around. A cheap $3 filter might save you money short term, but it might not trap the fine particles that cause long-term damage. So, invest in a premium filter. Brands like Mobil 1, Bosch, or K&N offer filters with higher filtration capacity and better build quality. These filters don't just keep your oil clean longer, They protect your engine from metal shavings, carbon buildup, and sludge particles. For just a few extra bucks, your engine could run smoother and last thousands of miles longer. 5. Warm the engine before draining the oil. Here's a simple trick that makes a big difference. Always warm up your engine before changing the oil. When the engine is cold, the oil gets thick and sticky. That means it clings to the walls, sits in the oil pan, and doesn't drain properly. But when it's warm, the oil flows easily and takes more sludge and debris with it. Think of it like draining melted butter versus cold butter. It's just easier and cleaner. This is one of those small habits that ensures you're truly removing the old and not leaving residue behind to contaminate the new oil. 4. Let it drain longer than you think. Most people rush this step. They pull the plug, let the oil drip for a minute or two, and then start putting things back together. But if you really want a clean oil change, let it drain for at least 10 to 15 minutes. You'll be shocked at how much more oil comes out after you think it's done. Even better, tilt the car slightly by jacking it up on one side, safely of course. This allows oil to pool toward the drain plug and ensures you get every last drop out. For old engines especially, every ounce of clean oil matters. 3. Top off with a zinc additive, ZDDP. This step is especially important for classic cars or older vehicles without roller cams. Modern oils have reduced levels of ZDDP, a compound that used to be essential for preventing wear on metal-to-metal contact points. Without it, your engine could be grinding itself to death slowly. So if your car is older than the early 2000s, adding a zinc additive like ZDD Plus or CompCam's ZDDP supplement during your oil change could drastically reduce wear, especially on lifters, camshafts, and timing chains. 2. Don't forget to check the PCV valve. It might sound unrelated, but the PCV valve, positive crankcase ventilation, plays a critical role in oil health. A clogged or malfunctioning PCV valve causes pressure to build up inside the engine, which can force oil past seals, accelerate oil contamination, and even lead to oil burning. It's a small, cheap part that often goes ignored for years, but replacing it can stabilize your oil pressure, improve airflow, and make your oil change hack even more effective. Combined with fresh oil and the right additives, your engine will breathe better and run better too. First, track results with a simple before and after test. You've done the oil flush, switched to a thicker, high-mileage oil, added friction-reducing additives, swapped in a better filter, let it all drain completely. Maybe you even added ZDDP or checked your PCV valve. Now what? Here's what you do. Record how the engine feels before and after. Take note of engine noise, throttle response, fuel economy, and how smoothly it idles. Even better, shoot a quick before and after video. Many drivers notice quieter cold starts, reduced oil consumption, smoother acceleration, and in some cases, better gas mileage within just a few days. It's a satisfying way to confirm that your effort wasn't wasted. And once you see the difference, you'll never go back to quick, lazy oil changes again. So, if your engine is old and tired, don't give up on it just yet. This oil change hack might be all it takes to breathe new life into your vehicle. You don't need fancy tools or a mechanic shop, just a little time, the right products, and the willingness to go beyond the basics. We started by understanding why old engines need special care, and we broke down each part of the process, from choosing the right oil and filter, to adding crucial additives and cleaning things out the right way. By following this step-by-step approach, you've not only learned a powerful maintenance trick, but also taken a real step toward preserving your car for years to come. So next time you hear your engine groan, remember this. It might not be dying. It might just need the oil change it truly deserves. And if this helped you, leave a like. Share it with someone who drives an old car. And don't forget to subscribe for more smart car care hacks that save you money and stress. Drive smart, stay safe, and give your engine the love it's been waiting for.